We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans. Here's the kicker, Jake Bates, ready to get this one underway. And off we go from Houston. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. And now the first carry for Joe Mixon. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd down at the 39-yard line.
Here we go.
From the shotgun, C.J. Stroud. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
3rd and 6.
Here we go. 19 Texans. 19. That's right. Robin.
Here's Stroud. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
And this passing game continues to come up short these last couple plays. That's 2 consecutive incompletions in a row. Now they're staring 4th down right in the face.
Now fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. And they'll bring him down, but not until he gets to the 38-yard line. That's a dozen for number 12, and he's got a 1st down as well. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Goff Gives it to Gibbs. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And he'll take this for about 6. It's down inside the 40.
Jalen Petrie on the stop. A 6-yard pickup brings up second down at the Texans' 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second down and 3. They'll send a tight end in motion. A run here with Gibbs. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. 15-yard pickup there. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Mario Edwards on the tackle. A 2-yard gain brings up second down at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 7. Patrick motioning here. The RPO, that one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Here's a third down and 4. From the gun, it's Goff. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
The most impressive thing about this drive, Mike, has really just been their efficiency. They've just continued to pick up first downs, fresh sets of downs. We just saw there with that third down conversion, continue to possess the ball. These opportunities to come away with points continue to go up.
Lions ball to begin this second quarter. They've got it second down and 6 to begin. To throw is Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain. From the gun, on third down, it's Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And this won't be a touchdown, but it will be a first down as they're able to get the conversion and set up first and goal.
Nothing really fancy about that last completion, but what it does do, Mike, is now they're on the doorstep of the end zone. So now they've got to find a way to finish this long drive with a touchdown.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's first and goal. Montgomery is in for a Lions touchdown.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead.
Texans nothing.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. On the return, it's Dameon Pierce. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And their offensive struggles just continue to show up time after time here in this first half. It's going to be hard to sustain drives when you continue to put themselves in holes on these early downs like they did here.
All right. 18. That's it. Hey, uno more.
On play action. Stroud. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
All right. Swap. Love a swap. Under. Robin. 11.
From the gun, here's Stroud. And trying to fit in the slant, and it was intercepted. It's the linebacker, Jack Campbell.
I know it doesn't seem like a ton of yards on top of that pick, but that was really well done. I mean, it's just going to make life so much easier now as the offense takes the field, trying to capitalize off of that turnover.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
On 2nd down, gone. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. Bates, good with the extra point. And the Lions move out on top, 14-0. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Flash. How the tonight? 18. What's that? 12.
On 1st down, they'll start with Mixon. A nice pickup, moving it across the 40. We'll give them 6 on that play. From the 41, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll go play action with Stroud. Headed left, buying time.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, it's Stroud. He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And the Lions have come up with the football.
Mike, we hear that term run after catch so often, and sometimes people miss that there's kind of a middle phase. there's the catch. But before it turns into a run, you have to secure the ball as a ball carrier, right? It needs to be put away, properly held, points of pressure, front tip up against your body. All of that is kind of taken for granted. Catching it is just step one. You've got to secure the ball before you become a runner.
And he will go all the way. Jahmyr Gibbs. Touchdown, Detroit. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. And that back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was up front who were able to make that play.
The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end.
Oh, okay.
They'll begin on the ground, and here's Mixon. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play.
Now, faking the give. This is caught. Downfield, it's Dell. And he'll be out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35-yard line. It is a big-time play for Houston. And even 30 yards. Stroud to throw here on first down. Rolling right, and they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
Well, that's certainly one way to bounce back here defensively after giving up a huge explosive play on the previous snap. To bounce back and come away with a sack. Now you find yourself in second and long. You can catch your breath, and the opportunity to get off the field has just gone up.
He's got it! And he is out of bounds, but there is a flag down, and we may erase that one.
Here we go. 118. Outside. Hey, south.
Second down throw for Stroud. They try to work the screen with Mixon. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 25-yard line.
A gain of 17
Great
yards.
timing to call the screen. It's a gain of 17 and a first down.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
So they come to the line for first down and 10.
118. Outside.
Throwing is Stroud. The pressure there got to him. He's hit as he threw it, and that pass falls incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
They'll run a draw with Mixon. Open space inside the 10. And he will score! Joe Mixon. Touchdown, Houston. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
On the return, it's Williams. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. The Lions call their first timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day.
Ball rests at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll bring St. Brown in motion. Goff to throw on 1st down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And Detroit's going to use their second timeout, as that'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams.
Complete to Jamison Williams. It's a gain of 6.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here. And Campbell will opt to bring out the field goal unit. This will be an even 40-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions can tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Williams now to return. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Williams in motion. They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He's brought down at the 31. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
DC, 180.
Williams in motion. Once again, it's Gibbs. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day, so in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing here is Goff. Forced out to his right. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And he's going to be out of bounds, well short of what he needed. And the punt team will come on for 4th down. Here's the Lions punt team now. And back for the return is Tank Dell. This is going to get out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score. Hey, South. Here we go.
Stroud to throw here on 1st and 10. That's caught right side, the tight end Schultz. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
8-yard gain. Brings up second down at the 21-yard line.
Hey, south.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete, but a penalty flag down on the play. And let's see who's guilty.
Oh, hey. Under. 118. What's that? Hey, uno. Okay.
On second down, Stroud. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 30. An unbalanced look to the left here on first down.
And the Texans first down.
19 Texans.
First and 10 at the 29-yard
They'll
line.
run with Mixon. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's second down.
Brings up second down.
Throwing from the pistol, Stroud. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Here we go. 118.
On the handoff, running left, it's Mixon. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They track him down behind the line, and it's fourth down.
For the Texans.
Raymond going to return it. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 42-yard line.
On first down, it's Goff. He'll let this one go long for Williams. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
I know it fell for an incompletion, but pretty impressive. He was able to push that ball really far downfield as he was being hit. Really says a lot about the arm strength that this quarterback has.
And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6. It sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
From the gun, it's Goff. That is incomplete. Great work to get in there. Make things difficult defensively. And it sets up fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 4-yard line.
On the quick, right? 11. 118. What's that?
On first and 10, here's Stroud. And the pressure too great. He's sacked in the end zone. That's a safety. So first the decision to throw down here backed up near your own goal line. And the defense gets to the quarterback, sacking him, Greg, in the end zone for a safety.
Mike, anytime you're willing to call a pass backed up this deep in your side of the field, you have to trust that your quarterback is going to have the clock in his head to get the ball out of his hand. In this case, he holds on to it too long. The defense is able to get to him in the end zone, and it results in the safety.
Now Gibbs. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Working free downfield. It is Williams. And he's in. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Lions. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will extend this third quarter lead. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Pierce for the return. Now an opening past the 30. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
At their own 37-yard line.
All right. Tony.
On play action. Stroud. Open man. Downfield. It's Nico Collins. And he's out of bounds here. It's a big pickup at the end here of the third quarter of play. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Stroud. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Nico Collins. Touchdown, Texans. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. At least a little payoff with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
Next, the score, Lions 33, Texans 14.
And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. Here's Williams on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4. From the 31, here is 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 31-yard line.
Forced out wide. Now he'll run it.
That's just great awareness there, Mike. He's looking downfield. He doesn't see anything, but he is locked in to get that first down. He tucks it, becomes a runner, and gets past the marker.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Lions first down.
Here's a case of an offense just piling on. You're really imposing your will on the defense. Everyone in the stadium knows you're going to run it. The defense knows it. You know it. And no matter what they do, they have no answers whatsoever.
And he finds a little bit of space. He'll take this forward for a gain of 4. From the 44 now. Here's 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he will work this down inside the 40. That's going to be good enough to move the chains. First down.
2nd down At these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up the first down.
And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10.
The Lions first down.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. That one down the field, but it is incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And it'll lead to a second down. Laporta in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Is caught left side by St. Brown. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's
Laporta in motion. On play action. Goff forced out wide. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in back.
Now listen, I'm going to give the guy credit. It was a really nice catch, keeping his feet in bounds along the sidelines. It just doesn't amount to much in the grand scheme of things.
They only need a yard, and it's 4th down.
Hey, kill.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On 1st down, it's Stroud. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. The Texans going to go ahead and use their first timeout here.
And it looked like that zone coverage had his head a little bit spinning there, Mike. I'm not sure he got a real clear picture of what the defense was giving him, and as a result, he holds the ball a little bit longer than he would have liked, and the defense is able to get home.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Stroud. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell.
And that should be the final dagger in this one. I mean, barring something dramatic happening here, Mike, I just don't think there's enough time or possessions left in this game to pull off any sort of comeback.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line. Brings up second down.
Second down, 8 yards to go. Here's Goff. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8.
Value 3, 180.
Williams in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, it's Goff. He's going to try it here again. That's caught. And he's got another one. Jamison Williams. Touchdown, Detroit. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon. They continue to add points. Greg, very interesting here. They are just rolling up the score even though we're in the fourth.
No doubt, Mike. I mean, this offensive play caller has no let-up. I mean, he's going to see how many points can I put on this scoreboard before that clock runs out.
Bates, good, with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. 118. Outside. Tonight.
And he'll be taken down all the way up past the 45.
It's a gain of 20.
An even 20 yards. Impressive start to this drive.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Stroud to throw here on first down. A ball deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Nico Collins was the intended receiver there. And it'll bring up second down.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Mixon. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
A 1-yard loss on the play.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. He will let this go. Deep downfield for Dell. He's got it! And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. We do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. Now Fairbairn for the extra point. Now a flip to the kicker. It's a fake. This will be incomplete. Not sure what they could have seen that makes this a good call. Going for it with a fake on an extra point, and they get nothing out of it. On the return, it's Williams. And that's well done by the kicking team. He's only able to make it past the 15-yard line. Goff to throw on first down. This one caught by Patrick. And he's taken down up past the 35. The Lions call their first timeout. And they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining on the clock. Laporta in motion. They'll go play action with Goff. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. Two nice play calls here to kick off the drive. 15 more on that one.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
On first and 10, here's Goff. Whoa! And they'll take this down inside the 35. Now Detroit's going to use their second timeout. They stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Tonight. 182 for 66. Tell. 2 up. 13.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
I can sit up here all day, Mike, and we can talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
That one's going to be intercepted in the end zone if he stayed in bounds. Now, the officials say no, it is incomplete. Crisis averted for the offense, at least for the moment. A near turnover there. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And right away, you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. And as a result, they're going to come away We are just east of the U.S. Capitol, about 8 miles or so, at the home of the Commanders, Northwest Stadium in Landover. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Washington Commanders. Here's Matt Gay ready to get this one started. And off we go from just outside our nation's capital. On the return, it's Parker Washington. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Got a man downfield. It's Thomas. And he is out of bounds, but not until he's inside the 40-yard line. A huge play right off the bat. 32 yards. First and 10 now from the 36.
Hey, kill! Red on red. Stop, big 13 heavy.
On the ground, here's the Clemson product, Travis Etienne. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. And the Jaguars first down.
They go play action for Lawrence. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Flush to his right. That is going to be pulled in. He's got it. Ryan Thomas. Touchdown, Jaguars. And that is the way to start a game. Not just score, but, Greg, score quickly. A nice opening drive for the first 6 points.
Well, it seems like the hour spent on that opening game script was time well spent. I mean, to take the ball right down the field that quickly, right out of the gates, that's a pretty good opening drive and an early 6 points.
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. On the return, here's Luke McCaffrey. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Here we go, set. Trick the Eagle.
Right to the air goes Daniels. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down.
To the 49-yard line. Brings up second down.
Okay, ready?
From just across the midfield stripe, here's second and a couple. They'll motion over Samuel. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
The tackle made at the 47-yard line. Brings up third down.
You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches.
Ready?
They'll go with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
That's good for a Washington.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
That's going to be intercepted. Picked by the rookie out of Colorado. Into space. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown. And that just adds to the start for this one. They walk down the field to get the touchdown, and then the defense joins the offensive party, Greg. Each side has scored a touchdown early on.
Yeah, and you just can't draw up a worse start than this, Mike. I mean, not only to allow the opposing team to go down and score on their first drive, but then to follow it up with a pick 6. You find yourself in a big hole here early. Do they have enough to dig their way out?
To return, it's McCaffrey. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
On the return, Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Daniels. He's got his tight end. There's Ertz. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. That was good for a dozen. And a very quick first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Mustang 19.
To throw is Daniels on first and 10. Off he goes. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
He tried to buy all the time he could, but when he saw that space, he quickly turned from thrower to runner, and he's able to pick up a nice gain on first down.
Here we go. Panther 60. Panther 60. Ready?
On second down, it's Daniel. Right side, pulled in by Samuel. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Give them 14 on that one. Good for a Commander's first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
And to be taken down with the first down as time will run out on this opening quarter. Commanders with the football to begin the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. The motion man here is McClure. On play action, Daniels. That one is brought in by Terry McClure. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field. You only get a 1-yard buffer from the line of scrimmage for these old linemen. That time he strayed a little too far, and it draws the flag. Now Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz.
The drag route is such a good way to get the ball early into the hands of your tight end and take some pressure off the quarterback and give him an easy completion. The size and the athleticism allows them to try to pick up more yards, but do it after the catch.
On the jump.
Here's 2nd and 6.
Let's go now. 6 is average. 6.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Foye Aluakar.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hang 6 on the defense.
They'll give it to ETN to start this drive. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down.
The 16-yard line brings up 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. That's into the hands of Travis Etienne. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and inches.
Lawrence from the gun here on 3rd down. He's going to look for the home run ball. Travis Hunter was the intended target. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Punting unit comes on. Jaguars will kick it away. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At their own 34-yard line.
And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Daniels to throw on 2nd down. Open man is Samuel, complete. Here's 1st and 10.
It's a gain of 18. And a Commander's first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Daniel. Pushed out to his left. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive, getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
Just getting anything out of that one, I think, is a positive. It looked like he might have to throw it away early. Instead, he pulls it down. He winds up picking up a yard.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
Cougar, 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 70 Timberwolves. Let's go.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Set up the screen. Out wide, it's Brown. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
Okay,
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10.
19 tight. 19.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He'll tuck it and take off. And he will get into the end zone. Jaden Daniels. Touchdown, Commanders. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
The extra point by Gay is good. And the Commanders are on the board. It's now 14-7. So, after the touchdown, here's Gay to kick this one away. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchdown. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. That's complete to Etienne. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
2nd and a yard. Lawrence gives this one to Etienne. And I don't think he got that wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at 3rd down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
He'll try and throw through on 3rd and 1. Open man, right side. He's got it. And it looks like he's going to have the 1st down. The defense was right there, but a gain of 2. Good enough for the 1st down.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize how many yards do I need to get for the 1st down, and just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they were able to convert.
This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
A lot of times the success of a draw depends on the defensive ends, Mike, rushing the passer. In this case, a great job by the defensive end. He initially reads pass, but then he determines that it's going to be a draw. He quickly adjusts, and he's able to tackle the running back for a loss.
That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him, and will bring up 3rd down. Forced out left. And they'll get maybe a yard out of that. Not nearly enough. It'll be fourth down.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
Cam Little to kick off for the Jaguars.
Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready? Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
On first down, Daniel on the move left. He's able to keep his eyes downfield for the completion. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he's going to be very close to the first down marker. Out of bounds after a gain of 9.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Second and inches.
Here we go, here we go. 19,
They send one of the tight ends in motion to the left.
Ready?
Here's a toss, left side to Eckler. No dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The 46-yard line.
So much of what makes a toss play so good is it allows you to get the ball on the perimeter of the defense really quickly, and it doesn't stress all of your backside blocking. But on the downside, it does get your running back running east and west. They're running sideways for the first couple steps, and with a defense that can run to the ball, they're able to get you down for a loss. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on fourth down.
70 Timberwolf. 70 Timberwolf.
They'll indeed go. It's Daniels. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on fourth and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. On first and 10, Lawrence. He's going to air this one out. He's got it! And he will score! Travis Hunter. Touchdown, Jacksonville. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
Makes the score Jaguars 21, Commanders 7. Cam Little to kick off for the
Little
Jaguars.
now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. To return, it's McCaffrey. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The tight end Ertz in motion. They'll run to begin the drive with Eckler. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Moving to his left. He's going to run it. And he's able to take this for good yardage before sliding and hitting the deck to end the play. Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5.
Hiking 18. Bronco 80.
From the shotgun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Go.
They'll go. Here's Daniels. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive.
On 1st and 10, here's Daniels. That's caught by Eckler. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
I think the days where cornerbacks are either unwilling or unable to be involved in the run game, I think those days are over, Mike. I think when you look around the landscape of today's NFL, yes, you have to cover, but you also have to be able to come up and tackle.
Daniels gonna throw again. Downfield, there's the veteran Ertz. And he will be taken down. A big pickup on what will be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Keep it in the air. Here's Daniels. Pass caught left side. That's Ertz. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. 15 more on that connection. They're making it look easy. That's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
The motion man here is McLaurin. On play action, Daniels moving left. This one caught just past the pylon. Deebo Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
To the air again is Daniels. That's pulled in, and they're able to tack on the 2-point conversion.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
And he will not attempt to return, so this will come out now to the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
Red on red.
The drive begins with a carry from Etienne. And a good run there. It'll get him 5 yards.
He was taken down by Bobby Wagner. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
Ball
second
on the
and
40
5.
now. Here's second and 5. Throwing is Lawrence. The throw on the run is complete. And he's down inside the 40-yard line.
Complete to number
A pickup of 21 on that connection. That's good for a Jaguar first down.
First down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second and 8. Once again, it's Etienne. And he'll only manage to pick up 3 yards. And that leads to third down.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down.
Lisa 24. Silver.
From the shotgun, it's Lawrence. Open man, left side. He's got it. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
First down.
On the draw, the give to Etienne. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Second and 5.
Tomato. 11 Agate. Silver.
First carry for the Auburn alum, Hank Bigsby. And he'll take this one in. Hank Bigsby. Touchdown, Jaguars.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
So Lawrence lines up the Jaguars as they will go for 2.
The Jaguars will line up for the 2-point conversion.
30 left.
They'll drop to throw. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Commanders 15. Cam
Little now following the touchdown, out to kick this one away. Austin Eckler now to return. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line.
On the return. Washington takes over first and 10. At their own
Here's
23-yard
first
line.
and 10.
Here we go. Check. Go.
Operating from the gun, it's Daniels. A throw on the move is caught. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. They've got all 3 timeouts left, but need to score quick. It's first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Daniels. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. falls incomplete.
He's going to wish he had that one back. I think his receiver got behind the defense, Mike, and had a lot of room to run, but he just put a little too much on it, and they're not able to connect.
Having a good throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
On third down, they'll throw with Daniels. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Tag. 60 Eagles, 6 Buffalo 18.
Throwing again. Daniel. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have a Commander's first down. They find a way to convert on 4th and 10. Inside the 10, it is caught. And this is going to be a touchdown. Hold everything. They are not done yet. And now they'll go with the more popular of late analytics-driven decision. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
I'm always curious how a defense is going to respond. So you give up a touchdown, you give up 6, and now the offense is trying to extend it to 8. How are you going to buckle down? How are you going to hang in there? In this case, let's give them a little credit. Keep those 2 off the board, and they can come to the sideline and regroup.
The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
This is tough. You're trying to give your guys a chance and time it just right, but you have to hit it hard enough. This time, it doesn't go 10 yards. Not going to work out.
A first down throw for Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30. They go play action for Lawrence. Oh, do you believe it? It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
Just a brutal mistake there, Mike. I mean, they have a chance to put a late scoring drive together and increase their lead. But now with that interception, all the momentum shifts to their opponents, and now they got to rely on their defense to hopefully get a stop and get them the ball back.
They'll come up for 1st and 10.
Go. Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. Go.
Working out of the gun, it's Daniels. He finds the veteran Ertz. And they're going to move this one all the way up near the 30-yard line. The Commanders will signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Okay, break.
Final minute, still 2 timeouts remaining as we get to 1st and 10.
Buffalo 80.
Throwing is Daniel. Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. He's trying to get that one to Noah Brown. And it'll be second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
16 yards.
A gain of 16 on that pass play. First down, Washington.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Ready, break. Here we go, here we go. 19 tight. 70 lying. 18 tight.
Daniels now going to look to throw. Rush to his left. Now he takes off. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple of yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
Here's second down.
Come on, come on. Set.
They'll throw with Daniels. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And a good return here as he is out of bounds up at the 45.
This is really becoming a key element to playing quarterback in the NFL, Mike. The ability to play off script and use your legs to extend the play. I think in this case, he either needs to tuck that ball down and become a runner, or he just simply needs to throw that ball away.
Can he get away? No! He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2. Brings
And the
up
clock will
second
stop.
down.
Timeout called with 5 seconds remaining. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Going for it all. He's got it! And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it is a win for our visitors, the Jaguars. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.
Where the Gator Bowl once stood, now stands this facility. TIAA Bank Field. As EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Today, a good one in store here. It's the Detroit Lions and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jake Bates now ready to get this one started. And we're off from Jacksonville. Has this at the 6. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Lawrence starting with a throw.
The pass. A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
They really need some chunk yardage here on 2nd down. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Let's see what they dial up on a 2nd and very long. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Complete to his back, Tank Bigsby. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20.
Well, this is the type of game we've come to expect from him as a runner, toting the ball, but he's just as adept at turning the screen into the same kind of yardage, too.
Let's see what they went with on 3rd down.
Hey, go, go! Go, go! Hey, center. Done! Take right open.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. He put everything he had into this one. He's got it inside the 25. And they are all the way into that red zone.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, Drew, I love that.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. 1st and goal. They'll run. Etienne. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
The loss sets him up at the 9-yard line. It's 2nd and goal.
Hey, Lion! Hey, tomato! Done! 11! Hot!
They give up the gut to Bigsby. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
He was taken
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And after burning a couple early, they're down to one to work with now. Couldn't get it the last two snaps. Another shot at 6 here on 3rd and goal. Gets it again. And maybe should have been thinking pass there, partner. The defense all over this run, and it's going to be 4th and goal.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
Little knocks it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and first downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. First game on the ground to Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's going to manage a lone yard on that drive up the gut. Eric Armstead there on the stop. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
At the 32-yard line.
From the 32. Screen here for Gibbs. We stop him at the 39. No first yet, but they've got 3rd and very short coming up.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back and beginning the 2nd quarter. Lions in possession. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Goff off the play action. He's trying to push the field. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
So here we go. This is that aggressive mindset they've been talking about. They're going for it here. On 4th down. Gone. That's cut beyond the marker. And he will get the first as they touch him down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
They'll toss it to Gibbs. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun. Gone. Taking a deep shot here. He's got it inside the 10. There it is. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions finish off their opening drive. Now it's Jake Bates for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Lions one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Red on red.
Now Lawrence on the play fake. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. And now they face 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Once again here, 2nd and 10. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down.
Think right open. Go. Here we go.
Lawrence working from the gun. And that one hits the deck. No fear from them trying to go deep on 3rd down. You love that. Don't love the fact they couldn't connect. 4th down coming up. Jacksonville in punt formation. Deep for the Lions, Khalif Raymond. He has it at the 22. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Good field position for the Lions here as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap here to Goff. Finds Gibbs out of the backfield. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or dude shredding a defense just like that.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. Tell. We're good.
They go play action with Goff. Couldn't find a completion on 1st down. Tried to link up with his back, David Montgomery. So it'll be 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
This is Gibbs on 2nd down. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Stopped by Foye Oluoku. Here's 5 on that play. They need 5 more now on 3rd down. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. It's the Lions with 3rd and 5. From the gun, Goff. Into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Travis Hunter. And the Jaguars take over after forcing the first turnover of this ballgame.
Hey, listen, when you're throwing down the middle of the field, you have got to be crystal clear in your vision. There are so many defenders that can get into those zones. That might be a case of the QB there trying to do a little bit too much and certainly didn't see the defender who comes up.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Send everybody deep. I know he wants to wait and stretch the field and use his arm. The trouble is you wait too long, you end up on your back.
All right, here we go. Second down.
Hey, easy. Ralph. This is hot.
ETN gets it on the draw. Finds room to the 30. And he gets this up to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Counter give to ETN. Quite the turnaround these last two plays, huh? Nice gain on one, and now they get him behind the line.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing third and long.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, it's hot. 13, Luke. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means fourth down coming up.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
The Jaguars into punt formation, and he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. Baby, there's way too much behind that kick, and he knew it. That's all the way over the end zone for a touchback. They've got first down here, but just 18 seconds to work with. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. On the move, hit it right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like, it's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Gong. Has him on the quick hitter. He'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25. All right, they're going to call a timeout. 3 seconds left. That means one last play in this half. Here comes the final play of our first half. The final throw before the break. And he's not going to get something done. They take him down. So that's how our first half's going to end. A momentum-building play for their defense. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here comes Williams on the return. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
All right, Lions just about ready. First and 10. We'll start on the ground with Gibbs. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got second and 4.
Cool whole thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Another one for Gibbs. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Josh Hines Allen, that time to haul him down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Off to the air now. It's on target to Williams. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Short pass brought in, and he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there, and that gives the Lions the first.
Well, bless his heart. Where some quarterbacks look off double coverage and check it down, this guy just attacks it head on. And why wouldn't he if he's capable of beating it for that kind of result?
All set up now for 1st and 10. Running it with David Montgomery. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. That's knocked away by a defender. Incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Now gone. Completed over the middle. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. 14 yards on a nice play there, and it gives him 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
1st and goal. Here's Gibbs. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Working quickly here. There's another for him. And he will not be denied a second time. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions grow the lead coming out of halftime. It's a Jahmyr Gibbs touchdown. Well, in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
That one right down the middle. And the Lions drive their lead to 11. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Into heavy coverage, and that's intercepted. Jack Campbell at the INT. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage, and and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
On first down, it's Goff. Underneath, it's Gibbs. And he's taken down at the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be first down, Detroit. Goff back to throw. Taking a big shot for the end zone. And he will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions parlay the interception into points.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions push their lead to 18.
21. Jaguars 3.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Running left with Bigsby. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
No gain on the play.
Lawrence in the pistol. Able to find Strange here. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Offense up to the line fast.
That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. Third and just 2 to go.
Hey, tomato.
Out of the gun, Lawrence. That's caught for the first. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield. It's a 4-yard gain, and that's going to get him across the marker and earn the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
11. On red.
Off the play action, it's Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And all he can get is a yard here, Brock. It's going to be 3rd down. Offense in the hurry up here.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
16 yards. That's good for a Jaguars.
Lawrence with it on first. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here.
A big loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Gun. Hey, I'm gun.
After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. Finds him over the middle. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
Chased out to his right. And even on third down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be fourth down.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. That's caught. He's got Washington. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's good for another Jaguars.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Connection made, Travis Etienne. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
All right, let's go. Son.
They go play action. Lawrence flushed out of the pocket. He gets this one to Strange. And he will not get the first, but ooh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. Third down.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. And the Lions get him. Down he goes. Offense up to the line fast.
A loss of 10 yards brings up 4th down.
13, Luke. Riggs. Go.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I get it's already over, but go down swinging. Unfortunately, that play, like so many of them today, Kate, has been pretty indicative of how this contest has gone.
Here's a counter give to Gibbs. And he's taken down, but some quality yardage on that play. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of 14. And the Lions.
Goff off the play action. He's going to loft one deep to the left. This is caught inside the 15. What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock. But down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
They're going to pass it here. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Travis Hunter reels in the pick. Oh, man, Brock, they decided to air it out in pursuit of a touchdown that time, but it's intercepted, and the visit to the red zone comes up empty.
And that one stings, Kate. It really does. You have a limited opportunity that looks in that close, particularly as we get through the second half. The ones you get, you have to. You have to finish with points.
Ooh, on him quick there, and they bring him to the turf. Trying to set this up quick.
A loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 4-yard line.
Take right open.
Trying again, following the sack. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he's there to send that one away, incomplete. Clean breakup on that throw. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long.
Hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Skips it short of his man. That brings up 4th down.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know, got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
Hey, go, go. Go, go. Suckers, hot. Hey, smash. Here we go.
Desperation time here on 4th. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Give him a couple on the run, and it's now 2nd and goal. Gibbs does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Gibbs again. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. They'll go for it, Goff. And he won't come through on 4th and goal. And that play doesn't get it done. We've got a turnover on down. Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. He's got it deep downfield. At the 20. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars get it back to within 2 possessions. Well, that right there, Brock, is saving all of your guys a whole lot of work. I see 10 dudes breathing easy out there, and only one of them out of breath, and he's the one holding that football in the end zone.
Are you sure about that? Because you know what I love about these moments? I love especially going back and watching them on tape and watching the big guys. Watching all those O-linemen. Certainly some are going to walk, some are going to wave, but eventually some will make their way 90 yards downfield to celebrate that one as well. Because you're right, it was one heck of a show.
Well, time making this all but impossible, but they're going to try for the onside kick here anyway. And this is brought in by the Lions. That should be enough to secure them this win.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42.
2 for 1. 2 for 1.
Gone. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's going to fall incomplete. We're down to 9 seconds left. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown. And you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
2 for 66. Hard ball.
To throw again here, 2nd and 10. It's gone. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And they will score. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions have likely locked up the win right there. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
And he has it inside the end zone. That's going to add 2 to their lead here late. All right, Brock, they win empty. We all expected a pass was coming, and they do indeed go to the air and connect on that strike for two.
Yeah, once you empty that backfield, it does certainly, Kate, alert that defense to pass. And then it comes down to disguise. It comes down to timing, especially on a two-point with everything condensed. Well done by that offense to go get two.
Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. Fielded at the 14.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own.
All right, one more snap to play here. Here he goes, one final shot. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So the Lions get the win on the road. Well, as they celebrate to the boos of the home crowd, I'm sure you're having flashbacks, buddy. It's got to be music to their ears hearing those fans voice their displeasure.
It is so sweet, Kate, when you win on the road for a couple reasons. Yeah,